Hello and welcome everyone back to the channel. Today we're back here with Doordash, working our way to $50,000 this year in Doordash income alone. Our goal for today is to work for about 10 hours and make about $150. We got our first order, which really is not a good order. We are still under this boost orders, which I really don't know that much about it other than it's something to kind of help boost a market, to get more dashers, to get more restaurants involved, to get more customers involved. So DoorDash kind of plays with the numbers a little bit, offers a little bit of incentives for customers, for retail and restaurants, and for drivers to kind of get everybody more active and everything, especially in probably what they perceive of as a downtime, like just before tax season. They know they're going to need more drivers coming up real soon if they're smart. We just got our first order. It's $4.91 going 6.6 miles. Now remember, we got that boost of $1 extra per order. So that means it's actually $3.91. And that means DoorDash is paying us $2. So a customer is tipping us $1.91 to drive 6.6 miles. Basically drive out of town, somewhere out in Farmlandville. Not a great order, but we're going to go ahead and take it. We're going to try our best to accept every single order today and just see what happens. Wish us luck. Yesterday we put out a video about DoorDash prison. We do not want to be in there. Okay, so we get our second order of the day. Now keep in mind, we want to try to keep our dollars to miles ratio pretty good. So at least $1 for every mile that we drive. Preferably $2 for every mile would be great. So we get an order, $3.25 going 0.7 miles. Sounds good. Dollars to miles. Keep in mind, DoorDash has a boost promotion where they're giving you an extra $1 for every order. DoorDash normally pays $2.25 per order. $2.25 plus an extra $1. Well, that equals $3.25. The same as this order. So the customer leaves 0 tip, thinking, well, it's an awful close order. You don't really have to drive very far. The point is, we still had to drive a little bit. Come on, man. Don't put us in DoorDash prison again. I don't want to do that. Okay, our third order, we finally get a real order. $8 going 2.8 miles from Chick-fil-A. All right, so Chick-fil-A, Panera Bread, and the third one was Subway here up on the north side. So all three of our restaurants were probably within a half a mile of each other. We're off to a decent start. All right, we got another order. $6.55 going 2.1 miles. That's a decent order. About 3 to 1 on the dollars to mile ratio. Well, we got another lowball order. Panda Express, $3.75 going 3.0 miles. All right, well, we're having a bit of a rough day as far as dollars to mile. Man, we just accepted an order for Buffalo Wild Wings. It is $9.50 going 10.8 miles. So again, if we take that $1 off, that's $8.50 for 10.8 miles, 10.5 miles, 10.8 miles. Man, hopefully it gets better. All right, now I want you to take a look at this text. When I arrive, I always send them a message. Hey, I'm here. Your food's here. It's here. Something like that. So then I get out of the car. I go set it down. I take the picture, and go through all the DoorDash protocol. And then complete the order, get back in the car and everything. And I start driving away, and this person sends me a message saying, actually, or okay, thank you. And then they say, oh, actually, can you set it in front of the garage? Yeah, no problem. I'll go right back there and do that for you, because I've already left. And so I go back there and I do that and literally move the bag 10 feet from the door to the garage. That's all right. Hopefully they're happy. All right, we got another order here. $7.75 going 8.7 miles from Wawa. All right, so yeah, we're going to be picking up real close to where we are. We go back out to the main highway. We just go down about a mile, and then we're going to go back into town. So that's actually pretty beneficial for us. It gets us back in town with some money along the way. Well, we got another order, $6 going 5.9 miles from the Cracker Barrel. Hopefully we don't have to wait very long. Normally we have to wait a little bit there in the Cracker Barrel. So interesting thing, when I was at the Wawa, I had to wait. The order wasn't ready, which is no big deal. It was 2 drinks. It's like a mixed drink, like a strawberry dragon fruit lemonade. I go there, I talk to the guy, and he says, yeah, they're finishing it up. It shouldn't be much longer. So anyway, I kind of look down the aisle there, and I see the lady making it. She has the 2 of them ready. She's getting ready to come here after I had waited already for a few minutes. She's getting ready to walk towards the guy. Somebody across the counter from her asks her about something, so she sets them down. Then she proceeds to make him a milkshake. And I'm like, can people understand the concept of let's finish the task you're doing first, then start on another one? It's like all she had to do was walk like literally 15 feet down the aisle, hand those off. That order's done. Now go back and help the other person. Hey, I'll be with you in just a minute. I've got my... It's obvious she's got her hands full with 2 drinks. But no. She sets those down and lets somebody wait on a milkshake, which is going to take about 3 minutes to make. So anyway, there was another nice lady that saw that I was waiting because everybody else was standing around. This lady making the drinks was the only one busy at that time. So this other lady saw that I was waiting. She's like, what are you waiting on? I said, I think those drinks down there. She goes down there, grabs the drinks, headed out on my way. We got another order. Going to Wendy's, $6.25 going 2.8 miles. That's a little bit better. Well, we wanted to work for 10 hours and make $150. So far, we are about a third of the way in there, a little more than 3 hours in, and we're right about $50. So as little as these orders sound, and sometimes I'm a little bit frustrated with the low dollar amounts and everything, you know what? We're still right on track. We just got an order, Farm to Fairway. I have no idea what that is. Never been there, never heard of it. $6.50 going 4.8 miles. I don't know where this place is. This is why we've never been here. We're going to the country club. Farm to Fairway must be the restaurant in the country club. You'd think for all the money these people paying to come out here and do what they do, they'd be able to afford a little bit better road out here. We got another low ball order, $4 going 2.2 miles from the Zap Thai restaurant, which is actually a pretty nice restaurant. So you got Doordash giving us $3 and a customer tipping $1. Even if they get one meal, it's probably a $25 meal. Yeah, tipping $1. Crazy. Yeah, it's kind of strange how we keep getting these orders with restaurants, the same restaurants or restaurants right next to each other. This Thai restaurant is actually right next door to the Starbucks that we just got an order from. But this customer ordered 2 items, Pad Thai and Thai dumplings. Sounds good, buddy. Hope you enjoy it. Well, I can tell you that customer definitely planned on tipping $1 because they left a note and it says, do not make your presence known. Come on, man. Sounds like a nice guy. All right, why not? We just went from the Thai restaurant, so now we're going to the China Inn. $5.75 going less than 2 miles. Decent order. But again, I feel like all these orders are fairly lowballed considering DoorDash is giving us an extra $1 on every order. But hopefully we'll have a good dinner. It's still just Wednesday, though. Overall, the weather is very nice. Most of the week should be right about freezing, with the daytimes being just a little bit above freezing. Unfortunately, the evenings will be just a little bit below freezing. So every day it's going to melt the snow. Every evening it's going to refreeze to ice. So we'll have to be real careful with the evenings. Drive a little bit more cautiously. But I tell you what, this daytime, the bright sunshine feels really good. All right, we got a slightly better order. $10, going about 6.6 miles. We got to pick up from 2 different places, Dairy Queen and Costa's, which is a Greek restaurant. I tell you what, we're going to have to go back to that Costa's restaurant. It's Greek and Mexican, And on Wednesday nights, they do a 40% discount just for being old. Yeah, I get a discount because I lived a lot longer than all of you. All right, well, we got another okay order, I guess. $11 going 9 miles. Man, we're doing a lot of miles today and not a lot of dollars. So, anyway, we're still on track for our goal. Well, we got another rough order. Papa John's, $9 going 13 miles. Granted, we're just now getting back into town and we got 3 miles to get to the Papa John's, but still, these are some pretty rough orders we're getting today. Hopefully they get better later tonight or tomorrow. Man. And we have another order from Papa John's, $4 going 4.8 miles. So, yeah, really rough. So, how is it that somebody orders a pizza? If DoorDash does $2 plus the extra $1, that's $3. So, how does somebody order a pizza and tip $1? That's crazy. But anyway, when I was at the pizza place before, another Dasher that I normally talk to when I see him and everything, he's very friendly, always very talkative. And anyway, him and his girlfriend both DoorDash full time. But he was asking me, he's like, hey, has it been hard to make money the last few days? He was talking to me about how he was getting some low-balled orders. So it's not just me. Okay, so how do we do for Wednesday, February the 11th? Remember, we wanted to work for 10 hours and make $150, which is about our $15 per hour average. Well, we got lowballed all night long. We got a little frustrated with it, so we cut our shift short just a little bit. We got paid $54.10 from DoorDash. We made $68.16 in tips. That brought our total earnings to $122.26 in 8 hours. So our average was okay at $15.28, but we still didn't quite make the money we wanted to, so we'll have to make that up here over the next 4 days of the week. We drove a little bit extra, 136 miles. We only made 89 cents per mile, which really wasn't that good either. We had a little bit of an expense there with $25 in gas, so that kind of cut into our profits too. We were a little bit frustrated with the evening, but you know what? All the other days in front of us will be much better. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here and watching all the way through to the end. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up. And I appreciate you so much. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.